I purchased this WAHL trimmer about 7 years ago. After about 3 years, it developed an intermittent on-off fault, and that was the subject of a video I did about 4 years ago. A link is above for that video. It's given me great service until recently. It had developed 2 faults. One, it started to go through AA cells, i.e. the motor was drawing too much current, and now the motor had come to a complete standstill. This was due to dirty contacts, identical to the first problem I had 4 years ago in that video, and there's no point in me demonstrating how I dismantled the trimmer and cleaned it. That was all in that video if you'd like to go there and see how that was done. The first problem of going through batteries was resolved by the following video that I'm doing now. Over the years, as this little DC motor has had a somewhat on-off dynamic life, my idea is to give it a oiling birthday and free it up by continuously running it for a period and see if that works. My simple setup here is a 1 amp power supply set to 3 volts DC. That's at top left. Next on the right hand side is a DC current meter set to 20 amps. Then finally at the bottom left is the WAHL trimmer. You can see on the current meter that it's reading 0.38 amps as a starting current. In fact, when I initially started, it was actually drawing 0.44 of an amp, quite high, and that's the reason why the batteries were draining quickly. Now I'll continuously run the motor for about 30 minutes and see what the current meter reads then. I'll just apply a little bit of appropriate oil to the blades and continue running. You can see by the darker picture that my natural light is starting to fade. After half an hour you can clearly see that the motor current has now dropped to 0.33 amps. Not a vast current change, but a certain indicator that the motor has freed up. To conclude this video, I'm deriving the power of the little motor by multiplying the supply voltage of 3 volts by the DC current to produce a wattage of approximately 1 watt. To obtain a more precise figure, you should really take into account the burden voltage of the current meter and of course the voltage drop of the rather flimsy power leads. I hope you found this video informative and have enjoyed watching my video.